Welcome to another video by AntiquesArena. My name is Walter O'Neill. I'm a UK reseller. I buy and sell antiques and collectibles and hopefully flip them for a profit. Today I'm going to share with you some of my buys. It's all work in stock today. It's nothing really great, but it's some real nice money earners. So if you stick around, I'll show you what I've bought and you can see what you think. I'm going to start off with a group of 4 items. Now I was unsure when I bought them, do I give them to my daughter or do I keep them for the shop, and I've decided to keep them for the shop. So we have a set of tiaras. These were obviously intended for weddings and brides. Beautiful things. Still have labels on 2 of them. This one was in a 50% sale, down to £69, then down to £34.50. My thinking is we have the school proms coming up very soon, and I thought, well, do you know what? I'll start selling tiaras since they're becoming available at the moment. I've seen a few of them, and that's what gave me the idea. This one's by G&S Designs, and it doesn't have a price on this one, but it's got its tag. But yeah, multiple uses. All the kids can come in for their proms if the parents come in and see these and think, oh well, I'll bring the kids in to have a look, see if they like them for the proms. Failing that, people may see them for weddings, up and coming weddings, or worst case scenario, they go to my daughter. So we have 4 beautiful tiaras. Show you them now one at a time. A bit hard to handle when you're handling the 4 of them. They all have this sort of pearl effect. All 3 of them do anyway. Now the price I paid for all 4 is £12 sterling. It's about $17 for the 4. This one's got all the feathers and the pearls and everything. It's quite a nice little headdress. So yeah, I'm really pleased. For £12, about $17 for 4 of these. Any one of those is going to give me a profit, and then the others are free. Next piece I bought, I didn't have a clue what it was. I bought it because of the look. It had a nice look about it, and when you turn it up, it is actually signed. Now, I posted on Talking Antiques on Facebook and asked for help, and Dorothy came across, fair play to her, and she led me on the right track, which is Ibethan ceramics. And this is an Ibethan lady, so it's more than likely produced on the island. They're handmade, hand painted, and it cost me £1 or $1.50. I found multiple examples. I've been struggling with translating the language across, and what I ended up doing was image search, and I found them on image search on Google. And I can find plenty of them, or say plenty, I found about 3 or 4 different designs, but I can't find a single one with a price, so I still haven't got a price on it yet. But let me get the paper. The listings that I have found when I've done the image search are down as Ibexenka Mujer Ceramics, which translates to Ibethan woman. Which is basically that. If you can read my writing, it's absolutely atrocious, I know. But that's what she is. Price, I still don't know. And I don't know if there's a particular company who've made her, or if it's just Ibethan ceramics. But a bit more research needed. But for £1, I won't leave her there. Next piece we have is a real nice champagne bucket, champagne ice bucket. So you'd have your ice and your bottle of champagne. Unfortunately, this would have been silver plated in time. It's not Sheffield plate, this is silver plate example. I can't see no stamps on there, but I would have still said it's early 20th century. The earlier one's a Sheffield plate, and this doesn't look a Sheffield plate one. So, but it's still a nice looking thing. It cost me £10 or $14, and you know, there's a good profit left on that. Even though the plate is all gone, it's still a nice looking brass thing, and the more you polish it, the remains of what plate is on there will go, and it'll just be a beautiful brass ice bucket. So for £10, I wouldn't leave it there. Next we have, is it a Seahorse? Yeah, I think it's a Seahorse Paperweight in heavy cast brass. It's a little wobbly, but I'll strengthen that up with a bit of contact adhesive on the underneath. It's not loose or nothing, just wobbles, so I'll strengthen that up with some adhesive so it is firm, so it can be used as what it was intended, which is, I believe, a doorstop. It cost me £5 sterling, $7.50. It's got a bit of age to it and a good bit of weight. You know, it's well over a kilo of brass. I'd say closer to 2. Next piece we had is this little silver plate baby's rattle. It has got the bell inside it, and it is formed as a duck with obviously the teething ring. I don't believe the teething ring is ivory, it's a plastic one I think, or celluloid or something like that, but that was £3 or $4.50. I always do well with these teething rings. And this beautiful bit of art glass. So we got a spiraled or writhed, you can see there if I turn it, it's beautiful twisting in the glass, ruffled rim, beautiful green, and it is produced by Dartington. So you've obviously got this mark in the center here, however it's also got the acid etched mark just there, if you can see it there. So a nice piece of Dartington, that cost me £5. Again, $7.50 for a nice bit of art glass. Never leave art glass behind, especially if it's signed. I've been more fussy of late. I only buy crystal and art glass and things when I know the designer or the producer. So if they're signed, I buy them. If they're not, I tend to leave them behind. So, final piece I want to share with you, I purchased off a subscriber. You've asked me not to give his name. Unfortunately, it wasn't what I was expecting. So it is a Chinese puzzle ball. These things are beautiful when they're right, and there's a ball carved inside a ball, carved inside a ball. Now, he emailed me and said he's got an ivory puzzle ball, am I interested? And I said yes. And obviously we done a deal. To be honest with you, the price he done a deal at, it doesn't really make any difference. I'm not going to return it, but this is plastic, it's not ivory, unfortunately. So I'm not going to return it. I'm just going to put it on the shelf. I'll chuck £12 or £15 on it, and if I have to take a small loss, it's neither here nor there. It's still a pretty little thing to put on the shelf, but it is plastic. If you are watching, and you don't worry about it, but if you are watching and you want to know how to identify ivory, go and have a look at my video on how to identify ivory versus celluloid, plastic, bakelites and all the rest of it. In fact, I'm going to drop a link in the description for anybody who wants to be able to identify ivory. It's still a nice object, just not the thing I was expecting. But it doesn't matter, it really doesn't. But that just demonstrates the difficulty of buying off photographs and online. Sometimes I'd rather just be there, handle the item, look at it myself with my own eyes and say yes or no. But a little bit of working stock. I really like the tiaras. And to be honest with you, if I find they sell, or if I keep finding them at £3 and £4, I'm going to buy them and I'm going to fill one cabinet with tiaras, because I know in a couple of months we have the proms, school proms going on around here, all the dances where they're graduating. So you never know, they may start selling, and if I can't sell them in the shop, I'll put them in the window to draw them into the shop. So I might get a nice little display case in the window and fill it with tiaras so they can see it from outside. So either way, but it's another little area for me to have a look at, see if I can make a few pound on. But a £12 for 4, $17 for 4, they were a gift. So that's it. A very short but sweet little work in haul video. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.